International Space Station. Go ahead and wave goodbye to all of your friends down there on Earth. Now, Allie, if we were on the actual space station, we would be in a weightless environment. It's called microgravity, which means that you and I would be floating right now. In fact, everything floats. Think about it, Allie. You would never need to clean anything up because nothing would ever hit the floor. Sounds pretty cool, right? Well, on the flip side of things, unless you secure your things, they will not stay where you put them. But Allie, do not worry. If you lose your comb or pencil or toothbrush, you will probably find it at the end of the day, stuck to the filters on the air recycling system. Now let's say you've come in after a long day of spacewalking and you're ready to get some sleep. But if you just closed your eyes and fell asleep, you would be floating around the module, bumping into switches and even other astronauts. So that is why every astronaut gets their very own sleep restraint unit. Now, Allie, we're going to tuck you into bed. Go ahead and stand right over here. Now put one arm in here and the other arm in here, and I'm going to zip you up. Allie, does it feel a little weird sleeping strapped to the wall? Oh, well, I wonder what you're going to think of the top bunk. No, I'm just kidding. In microgravity, there is no up or down, floor or ceiling, east or west. So what that means is one astronaut can sleep here, one along this wall, and one right where I'm standing, and they'd all feel the same. Best sleepover ever. All right, let me go ahead and get you out of that. Now watch your step. All right, Allie, you just had a nice power nap, so I think it is time for you to get some exercise. Go ahead and have a seat right over here on our dual cycle ergometer. No feet pedals, but I want you to grab those handles right there and start exercising. One of the negative effects of living in space is that microgravity reduces muscle mass and bone density. It's sort of like an accelerated aging process. To counteract this, astronauts must exercise for 2 hours a day, 7 days a week. The astronauts on the Expedition 46 crew right now on the ISS exercise on similar equipment, including a treadmill and the Advanced Resistance Exercise device. All right, Allie, you still have 1 hour, 59 minutes. I'll be back. I'm just kidding. You can go ahead and hop off of that now. Go ahead and stand right over here. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment you all have been waiting for. Can I get a drum roll, please? This is the waste hygiene compartment! Allie, do you know what this is? What is it? That is right, it is the space toilet. Now you cannot use water in the toilet in space, so we use suction to do the job that gravity does for us here on Earth. If you need to go number 2, you do it the same way you would here. You just lift up the toilet seat and there is a hole at the bottom. But it's a very small hole, so you need to make sure you have very good aim. Now once you know you're in the right spot, you push a button in the back that starts the suction and then you go. Now the suction pulls the solid waste away from the body and into a container. Later, we dispose of the solid waste, but we actually save the liquid waste. Do you know what your liquid waste is, Allie? That is correct. It is your urine, your pee. Goes in here. Suction takes over for you. Water is one of the most valuable commodities on the space station, so we recycle all of it. So, it goes in there, and it ends up in here. Guess what? We drink it! That's right! In fact, we drink it again, and again, and again. How's that for a refreshment? Now, the liquid waste actually goes through a series of filtration and forward osmosis. So what you end up with is totally pure water. Far more pure than the bottled water we drink here on Earth. You just gotta get over the mental hang-up, which is the hardest part. Not only will recycling water in a closed-loop system help us travel much, much further in space, we're also using this technology on Earth right now. Not just to recycle, but also to purify water and to save lives. Now, Allie, you just went to the restroom, so you're probably going to want to wash your hands. But this does not look like the average sink, now does it? Well, that is because it is not the average sink, it is the space sink, surprise! Astronauts cannot use water to wash their hands because it is such a precious commodity, so they clean their hands using antibacterial hand wipes, and they use very large antibacterial wipes for their bodies, sort of like a space sponge bath. NASA has also developed a no-rinse shampoo that the astronauts use for their hair. And let me tell you guys, after 6 months of being on the space station, astronauts really look forward to taking a real shower when they get back down on Earth. All right, Allie, now it is time to float on over to the galley area. You want to float with me? That's some very nice floating, Allie. Now, you and your fellow astronauts would be floating around down here, some right side up, some upside down, talking about your day and preparing meals. These days, astronauts can have all sorts of delicious drinks and meals just by adding water. You know what kind of water they use, Allie? They use the recycled urine water, that's right. Just add water and enjoy. And you have to hold on to everything, otherwise it'll just go floating away. So your food packages all have Velcro on them, and you also have Velcro on your clothing for easy attachment. This right here is grits and butter. And let me tell you guys, I love this stuff. But the thing is, I can never have it. You know why? Because it always goes straight to my thighs. All right, Allie, we have demonstrated sleeping, exercising, going to the bathroom, personal hygiene, and food preparation. But there is one last part of our astronaut training for today. The ISS is not just a place to live. It is primarily a place to conduct unique scientific research that you cannot do while you are on Earth. And now, Allie, you are going to demonstrate how we do that research. I would like for you to stand right over here. Look straight ahead. Put your arms straight to your side. Allie, this is very important. You must stay completely still. I'm going to perform a highly specialized body scan on you. Are you ready? Ah, you're moving. All right, let's begin. You're being very brave, Allie, very brave. Now, this does not hurt at all, but it does leave a small permanent mark. Interesting. Well, it looks like that body scan came out wonderfully. You did an excellent job. You can move now. All right, Allie, there's one more thing I need for you to do. I need you to follow me down this way, and I'm going to have you return to your seat. And the reason I'm sending you down there is because you will be able to see a lot better what we are going to do with your body scan. Just push that gate, it'll open right up, and well, let's have a round of applause for astronaut volunteers.